The following is a paid presentation for Principal Secret by Gussie Renker.
Coming up from Hollywood, California, join Heidi Bohay and her special guest, Victoria Principal, on a brand new edition of Inside Look.
Hi, everyone. I'm Heidi Bohay, and with me today is a woman who played Pamela Ewing on the Emmy Award-winning show Dallas. She has since gained fame developing, producing, and starring in a number of top-rated and highly acclaimed television films. She is also the author of 3 books on beauty, health, and fitness. And with the development of her Principal Secret skincare system, she has turned the cosmetics industry upside down. Hi, Victoria.
Hello, Heidi.
Now, you have been on national television for, what, 7 years?
With my skincare line.
With
yes.
your skincare line. How did you, as an actor, get the wherewithal to develop a skincare line?
Gosh, this goes way back, because when I was a little girl, I used to watch my mother. And my mother had a ceremony, if you will, where she would sit at her dresser and she would remove her makeup and she would put on creams. And there was something about the opening of the jars and the bottles and the sound and the fragrance and the look at it. And it seemed so mystical and so wonderful, and I wanted to be a part of it. And so I began playing with her jars and playing with her products. And as I grew up, she was a wonderful sport about it. She would tell me what things were for and what to do. And when I became a teenager, she had taught me about cleansing my face and never wearing makeup to bed. Then in my early 20s, I began making features, and I had really problem skin.
You had problem skin.
I had big time
That's amazing
problems.
looking at you now.
And then I got really involved in skincare, and that involvement has never ceased.
You know, you do something amazingly gutsy. On national television, you take off your makeup. I've seen you do this. Now, how are we to believe that there aren't any little tricks that the cameraman might be using, or maybe a filter or a screen or waterproof makeup?
Well, the reason I took off my makeup on camera was because over and over again I've been saying about the products that they gave me so much confidence, that I liked the way my skin looked so much that I felt very comfortable going out without makeup or with very, very little. And that has stayed the same over the years. As I've gotten older, I haven't felt the need to wear more makeup. I love the way my skin looks. So it seemed to me that if I was going to continue saying this on and off camera, that it was only fair that I reveal to people how I looked without my makeup. And there aren't tricks. I mean, aside from the fact, obviously, I have a kind cameraman, there are no tricks. That is how I look when I take off my makeup.
That is your skin. Now, I know you're 47 years old.
Yes.
And you're married to a plastic surgeon.
Yes.
And people may think, oh, come on, she's had a few tweaks here and there. Have you ever had a facelift?
No, I've never had a facelift. My husband is Harry Glassman, and I talk about Harry all the time. And the subject does come up. I'm sure that people are curious to know, since I am married to a cosmetic surgeon, have I had a facelift? The fact is, I like the way my face looks. And so I don't feel that I need a facelift. And I'm sure that in great part that's due to, well, I have good genes, but I think it's because I've taken such good care of my skin with the Principal Secret for now over 20 years.
Now, you can probably get your hands on some amazing products for skin. True?
I'm lucky, yes.
You can probably get the world's finest products. Do you use your products?
Well, I believe that I use the world's
on a
finest
regular
products,
basis,
and that's the
say.
Principal Secret. I mean, that is why I use the Principal Secret. It's why I'm so involved in the creation of the Principal Secret. I believe it is the finest skincare that you can get. Now, if we're talking in terms of money, are there more expensive products? Yes. And I have access to those products, and I've tried them, and I always return to the Principal Secret.
So you do try other products?
Oh, absolutely. I want to know. I think it would be very narrow-minded of me and very closed off if I didn't find out what the competition is doing. And I want to know, what if there is something out there that's better than what I use? Because my face is how I make my living. I want to know what's out there, but so far I've never found anything better than Principal Secret.
Now, I've never used your products before. They were sent to me last week. I tried the cleanser, and frankly, I was quite amazed. I needed one product to take off my eye makeup, my lipstick, that's it. And it worked.
Well, that's the beauty of it, Heidi. In fact, not only did it take off your makeup, it took off dirt and grime, it took off your eye makeup. It doesn't irritate your eyes. It's wonderful. So now you don't need an eye makeup remover. It also has a built-in toner.
I didn't need a toner.
So you were absolutely toning your face while you were cleansing it. So that's 3 steps in one product. And after you've cleansed your face, I like to go right to the eye area because that's the most fragile area of skin on your face, and it produces the least amount of moisture. So I take the eye relief and I put it around this area, and not only does it firm and tone and moisturize, but it also reduces puffiness and dark circles. Then the time-released moisture, which goes on your face and your neck, in fact contains Nanospheres 100, our patented transportation system.
Say that one more time.
Nanosphere 100.
Nanosphere 100.
That's a
Okay.
trademark, that's ours. And a nanosphere is a form of transportation. It's a moisture-laden molecule, if you will. And it penetrates the skin, and it gives moisture to your skin where you need it, when you need it, all day. Now, I'm not talking about like a time-release medicine. This is going to work throughout the day. So if there's an area of your face that's drier than another area, that's going to get more moisture because it needs it. The areas that don't need as much moisture won't get it, but it's always there available as long as the product's on. So if you have a T-zone, if you have very oily skin, because oily skin needs moisture, or if you have very dry skin like myself, I'm like the desert, and then it's going to give you the moisture all day. And I like to say that it goes on working longer than you do. It's for both sexes, all races, all skin types, which means if you have oily skin, combination skin, or very dry skin like me, the time-release moisture will work for you. Not only that, there's an SPF of 8 in it. And with these 3 steps, you get everything you could possibly want in the way of wonderful skincare, and you get it quickly and expediently, which means more than likely you'll go on doing it forever.
Now, why has it survived when all of the others have just gone by the wayside?
Well, I don't think I can tell you why everyone else failed, but I can tell you we haven't just survived. We, in fact, have thrived. The principal secret, as far as I'm concerned, is the best skincare in the world, and that's why we continue to grow with every year.
Now, you say 3 steps, 3 minutes. You also said it's good for all skin types.
Yes.
How is that possible? How can you satisfy the needs of a woman who has dry skin, who has oily skin, who has sun-damaged skin, all in one?
You know, I like this. You're not easy. And the fact is, all skin needs moisture. If you have oily skin, you still need moisture. If you have very dry skin, you need moisture. And if you have a T-zone, you need moisture at obviously you need different amounts of moisture at different times of the day. The Nanosphere 100 releases that moisture over a period of the day, so the dry areas get more moisture, and the oily area only gets the moisture it needs. It's going to reduce the oil production.
Your products do all this.
My products
This
do all
is
of this
amazing
and
to
more.
me.
Yes.
All of this and more.
Yes. And in fact, talking about dry skin, if you don't mind, I brought a clip that will demonstrate, in fact, what the time-release moisture can do under real duress in terms of dry climate.
Okay, great.
Yeah, that looks really, really good with this lens and everything else.
Listen, don't be distracted by the fact that it looks like someone beat me up, because in fact it's makeup. Somebody supposedly beat me up. What I want to talk to you about right now is time release. If I didn't have the time release factor, the nanospheres, and the time release moisture, I'd be all dried up now. Using any other product, I know I'd have to keep reapplying it. But the time release moisture, it lasts the whole day, in spite of the fact I'm here under the sun, it's 100 degrees, it's really dry here. But at the end of each day, I run out for the time release stuff.
You mean to tell me the whole time you were there filming that movie, all you used on your skin was the principal secret under those conditions?
Yes, all I used was the principal secret, and I drank a lot of water.
That's it? That's it?
Yes, that's it.
All right, going back to the 3-step, 3-minute routine, how did you know to condense it? How did you get it down to just 3 steps when so many other skincare products have you going to step 1, 2, 5, 10, you know, many, many steps?
Well, I'm a woman, and I have a career, I have a family, and I want to take good care of my skin, but I don't want to spend a lot of time doing it, and I know that I have a short attention span. I know that if something takes...
You're aware of that.
Hello. I know if something takes too long, I'm going to get bored by it, I'll lose interest, and I'll stop doing it. So it seemed to me a simple matter of making the products work really effectively, very easily, so it made sense that each product did more than one thing. In fact, if it could, did more than 2 things. So that the cleanser is 3 steps in one, so that the time release not only moisturizes, but also has the SPF of 8 built in, and so that the eye release not only firms and tones, but also moisturizes, so it reduces puffiness and dark circles. Everything does more than one thing, and it allows you more time to do other things, and you won't get tired or bored by it, because it takes very little time, and it's really effective.
It sounds truly amazing.
So you wanted a lot for a little.
Exactly.
Basically.
Don't we all?
And you got it. Of
Yes.
course, we all do. We're women. Now, how is someone to know if these products really work?
Well, there are 2 ways to know. You can watch my infomercials and see the results on television, or you can watch right now, because I've brought a clip with me from Dr. Stephen Schwartz. And Dr. Schwartz oversaw the clinical studies we did of the products. And that's important to know. That means we went to a great deal of trouble and expense to prove scientifically that the Principal Secret works. So if you don't mind, we'll show that now.
Okay, take a look.
After 4 weeks of conducting a single-blind clinical trial of the Principal Secret line, we found a 35% improvement in fine lines, a 94% improvement in skin texture. And what this translates to clinically is the flakiness, the roughness, the scaliness of the skin is almost all gone after 4 weeks. And at the end of this 4-week period, we also saw a 29% improvement in the elasticity, firmness of the skin. The results prove that the Principal Secret line is extraordinary.
Those results are amazing. What is actually in the product?
You know something, I'd like to answer that question in the reverse manner, because what I'd like to tell you about what is not in the product. There's no mineral oil, there's no lanolin, there's no wax, there's no perfume, there are no animal products, there's no animal testing. And that's really important to know, because everything I just named, with the exception of the animal testing, is harmful to your skin, and of course animal testing is harmful to the animals.
The animals, of course, of course.
So we've tried to create a line that in fact reduces the possibility of having an allergic or a sensitive reaction to the line. And once again, that was something that I needed, because I'm so highly sensitive to so many ingredients.
So you've cut the bad stuff out, basically.
We've cut out the bad stuff, and then we've used the finest ingredients for skincare. And we've done something, we've taken a lot of botanicals, and we've married them with cutting-edge technology to create this beautiful skincare line.
Let's talk about the products that are in the system.
Okay. Well, I've described the 3-step already, the Gentle Deep Cleanser, the Time Release Moisture, and the Eye Relief.
And there are other ones as well, correct?
Well, yes, because that's the basic 3. But let's compare that to brushing your teeth. If you only brush your teeth, it's not going to work, because you need to floss. So I compare the other products to flossing. They're an adjunct to good hygiene, to what you need to take care of your skin each and every day. They're alpha-hydroxy acid products. One is the intensive serum, and you use that during the day, and the other is the HA Booster Complex. You sleep in that at night. And so now you have 5 products.
What does the serum do?
What the serum does is it turns back time in 60
Oh,
seconds.
come
on. I
Turns
know.
back time
Yes.
with your skin.
Absolutely. I like to put it on my cleansed face, look in the mirror, look away, and in 60 seconds look
You
back.
really do that?
I really do that. It's fun. Because
You say you do.
it's like your own before and after, because when I turn back in 60 seconds, I see that my skin looks smoother, it looks firmer, it looks more toned, I look more rested, and it looks more youthful. And the amazing thing about this, Heidi, is although that happens in 60 seconds, compare this to eating well. If you eat a good meal, of course you feel well, but if you eat the right foods over a period of time, you really gain the benefits. The results that you see from the intensive serum in 60 seconds, imagine the results you're going to have in 6 days or 6 weeks. So the intensive serum not only acts now, it continues acting, and you reap more and more benefits the longer you use it.
That sounds absolutely amazing. I want to take a few moments to let you know that Victoria is making available her entire skincare system today with a full 1-month supply for just $29.95 while supplies last.
Now, this is a very special offer for the entire 3-step system, plus the Alpha Hydroxy Salon Treatment Duo. That's 5 products for only $29.95. And as Victoria's thank you for acting quickly, when you call within the next 15 minutes, she'll send you free bonus gifts valued at $45. You'll receive a pinstripe travel bag filled with 2 sample sizes of time-release tinted moisture, blemish buster solution, and extra nurturing cream, plus a full-size gentle exfoliating scrub and her video for beautiful, healthy skin.
This is a limited time offer, so if you're interested, call right now. If the phones are busy, write the number down and call back, because supplies are limited. Now, Victoria, if your products are so wonderful, as you say they are, why aren't they sold in department stores?
When I started the Principal Secret business, I wanted to be sure that I maintained the quality of the ingredients in the line. The ingredients are very expensive. And it seemed to me, and back then direct sales, infomercials, were very new. And it seemed to me that this would provide me with a venue where I could reach everyone. I could continue using the kind of quality ingredients that I wanted in the line, but I could still make them available to the public at accessible prices. And it's been very successful, so I've seen no reason to change the venue.
What about women who have a fear of buying things from television? They haven't seen the product, they can't smell the product, they can't taste it, whatever the product is, and they're afraid.
Well, I understood that from the beginning, because I was frightened of buying from the television, and I knew that if it scared me, you know, this is a selfish line. It's what I've needed, it's what I've wanted, it's what scared me, what got me over it. Me. And so I thought, what would help me get over my fear factor? And what we did is we have a double guarantee, and most people will say 30 days back. Our guarantee is 60 days. You have 60 days, even if you use all the products to the bottom of the jar or the bottle. If the containers are completely empty, in 60 days or less, you can return the products to me and get a complete refund without a hassle. Because I really wanted my customers to be satisfied, but I felt by offering the 60 days, you felt a little less fear about reaching out. As you said, you couldn't touch it, you couldn't taste it, you couldn't smell it, but you knew that you could completely get your money back. So the only way you could lose here would be not to try it.
So there's basically nothing to lose. You have nothing to lose.
You'll lose if you don't try it.
If you don't try it. Well, obviously. Victoria, do people actually send the products back empty, and do they get their money back if they do?
Yes. I mean, in fact, it's a big world, and there are lots of people, and you can't satisfy everyone, Heidi. And we encourage people, if they're not happy, to return the product so we can refund their money. But the fact is, if we've been in business over 7 years now, we couldn't possibly stay in business unless we had very few returns.
Victoria, what kind of results can a woman reasonably expect from your skincare program?
Well, a woman can immediately expect to see a difference and feel a difference in her skin. I think that within 24 hours of using the Principal Secret, you notice that your skin feels softer, feels more supple, and that there's a different look to it. Because what happens, a lot of dead, dry surface cells build up on the surface of your skin, and it makes you look a little gray. And with the Principal Secret, we immediately start getting rid of those dead, dry surface cells, and you start to see the beautiful, plump pinkness of your skin rising to the surface. So after you've used it just for one day, you're going to feel and see a difference. But after a week, after 2 weeks, after 6 weeks, you're going to see amazing differences in the skin on your face and hopefully on your neck. I always like to remind the ladies to use it on their neck, because what's going to happen is your skin is going to become plumper. It's going to become more enriched and revitalized by using the product. So you're going to have a more youthful look, a glowing look, a firmer look, a more toned look, and lines will be visibly diminished.
Let's go back again to the three-step, 3-minute thing, because I think that's amazing. I mean, we live in a very fast-paced world. We want results, we want them quickly, we want to do things that we see results immediately.
Well, in fact, I should tell you, not only do the products do all of this, but that's why we created the Principal Secret Club, because people do want things like that, and yet we're very busy. So we created the Principal Secret Club, so it's kind of old-fashioned service combined with the speed and expediency that you want in the 90s. So now you can get the product. You simply order it the first time, you become a member of the club, and you get the product every 3 months. If that's too fast or not fast enough for you, you can organize it with us very easily over the phone, so you get them when you need them. They automatically arrive, and it's one less thing to worry about. So the products, each one of them does more than one thing. It saves you time, it gives you beautiful, healthy skin, and now you can receive them at home on a guaranteed basis at your own convenience.
We want everything, we want it now, and we want it fast.
Exactly.
And you're saying we can get this?
Yes.
Where do you get these people that do your testimonials on your infomercials?
I just drive around at night. Well, actually, the people who give testimonials are not paid.
They are not paid?
No, and
they are people that use your product, that love your product.
Absolutely. That is something from day one. I have wanted to be sure that the people that came on the show...
They're not actors either.
They're not actors. Okay. Oh, gosh, no. And they're not acting. They're coming on to talk about something that has happened in their life because of the Principal Secret, the way it has changed their skin, and the way it has changed the way they feel about their skin, and in many cases, their self-image. So the testimonials are people who have written and called, and it's even sent pictures and said, this is what the Principal Secret did for me. And I respond, and eventually, a lot of people end up on the show.
I said that in my letter. I said, I'm not kidding. You have to try this product. And oh, no! Oh, my God! This is the greatest product in the whole world. I can't believe it. You're here. I'm here. I had redness and dry patches, and I had puffiness under the eyes, and, you know, fine lines here, and dark circles under the eyes, and I had heavy lines on my forehead. No matter who I went and run into, my friends, the people at work, and they tell me my skin looks good. Well, I'll tell you what, it's Principal Secret, and you have to try it.
There's so much more moisture in my skin. It's luminous again, very youthful looking, and I'm getting many compliments since I've been using the Principal Secret.
My skin feels great. I feel great about it. I mean, people have actually said, you have beautiful skin.
Being a
mother and maybe not having the body that I wish I had after just having a baby, I sometimes don't feel like I'm at my best. But using the Principal Secret, I really do feel better about myself. I know I stand a little bit taller because I know that my skin looks great. And I know that I spent 3 minutes on it.
I went to my 20-year high school reunion last summer, and we had a pretty big class, and a lot of people were there, and a lot of beautiful women. A lot of women, the women all just have really blossomed and all look so great and are doing so well in their lives. I was so happy to see that. And we had this little fun kind of little award ceremony where everybody voted for different funny things, and I was voted least changed. Least changed after 20 years. I thought, Victoria Principal, thank you.
Okay, who's minding the store? Are you minding the store? Are you involved? Or are you a talking head?
It's Mama's store.
It is Mama's store.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. The Principal Secret is, you know, it sounds a little silly. It's my baby. I mean, I am so proud of it. This is something that started in 1989 when I first formed Principal Secret. And we went on the air in, well, almost 7 years ago. And it has grown and grown and grown, and my involvement is absolute. It starts with what product we're going to make next. And instead of having a large panel of people that I don't know who tell us, well, based upon the numbers, this is what you should do, it's about what I would like, basically.
Me again.
Me.
There
It's either what I need, and I know that I am every woman in many ways, or the last few years, more and more, I'm getting letters from people who feel comfortable enough to say, well, you have dry skin and you do this, but I need this. And so now it's supply and demand. I'm responding to those letters and those phone calls, and I'm creating in our lab products that will answer those needs.
Okay. You heard it. If you have any interest in getting Victoria's system, a special arrangement has been made for you while supplies last.
The Gentle Deep Cleanser, the Eye Relief Gel, and the Time Release Moisture, plus the Day and Night Alpha Hydroxy Salon Treatment Duo are available for the low price of only $29.95. That's over 50% off what you would expect to pay at a department store for the highest quality skincare. And because Victoria wants to give you the best value possible, as a special offer, when you call in the next 7 minutes, you'll also receive free samples of Victoria's Blemish Buster, Time Release Tinted Moisture, and Extra Nurturing Cream, plus her full-size exfoliating scrub and a pinstripe travel bag and Victoria's video for beautiful, healthy skin. All this for just $29.95 while supplies last. So if you want more information on how to order, just give us a call right now. And remember, supplies are limited.
Victoria, what is it that keeps you so passionate about skincare?
Well, I think in the beginning it was selfish. As I said, it was the me line. And now with hundreds of thousands of customers and the communication I have with them through letters and phone calls when I do live television, it's become part of my life. I mean, the Principal Secret is my other career, and the response continues to re-energize me, and the technology and the science that moves ahead, not just every year, but every month now. It's amazing. It really excites me what we're going to do next, how we're going to maintain the quality that we've created, and in fact exceed our own quality.
What kind of woman should try, or man, should try the Principal Secret? Who's a good candidate?
Anyone who wants beautiful, healthy skin for the rest of their life is a good candidate.
That's it.
Yeah, it's that simple.
That's amazing. Why are you so convinced? Just in a nutshell, why are you so convinced?
Because I've been doing it for over 23 years.
Just for you, and it's worked for you.
It's worked for me, and it's worked for my family and for my friends and for hundreds of thousands of customers.
What about the women who have been disappointed with skincare lines they've tried? They've tried the 10-step systems. They've, bought the most expensive that they could and still are disappointed with what they've chosen.
Well, I get letters from those women a lot, in fact, writing to me because they finally tried the Principal Secret. But for the woman who's out there, who is frightened, who's been burned by the hype many times and doesn't know what to do now, what I would say is take a look at this offer. You can try the Principal Secret.